like, share, subscribe, dislike, subscribe, comment below. How stupid I sound, or do you agree with me? Pat yourself on the back if you've been following the channel. Pat yourself on the back if you're a new listener. Pat yourself on the back if you just clocked in or you just clocked out. Pat yourself on the back, bro. I'm gonna give you 2 seconds. All right, let's get straight to it. Did you pat yourself on the back? I'm serious. Just be proud of you sometimes. Nothing wrong with that. It's not narcissistic to say, I'm doing a good job. This ain't even about Triple H. It's about the Gunther. My guy. A lot of people hate him. I think Gunther's great. Like I fuss with Gunther heavy. I think Gunther's dope. But I'm giving you why I think Gunther was the best choice. Now that it's all said and done, the smoke is clear. John Cena's gone, and Gunther was the best choice. He made the most sense. Look at this roster, people. A lot of y'all just speak from emotion instead of logic. Why would LA Knight be his last match? What has LA Knight done to deserve an accolade of beating John Cena? A lot of y'all just speak and don't think. I don't care how popular LA Knight is. Jay Uso would have made more sense than LA Knight. You want to know why? Because they have credentials, they have credibility. Whether you like Jay Uso, Gunther, or not, they're former world champions. Jay Uso won the Royal Rumble this year. So I'm just saying if it was Jey Uso, but it's back to Gunther. Gunther broke the record of the longest Intercontinental Championship run in history. Two-time world champion, king of the ring. He's pretty much a legend killer today. He retired Goldberg. Look at those things. You telling me he don't make the most sense to retire John Cena? Look at the roster, people. Some of y'all was even saying throughout the year, oh, it should be The Rock. It should be Randy. Or not Randy, because it already happened. But and I ain't gonna say you was wrong about that, because when it first started, I was even thinking Randy most likely might be his last match. It only makes sense. But it makes more sense to give the modern day stars that rub. Gunther is going to be here 4, 5, 6 years. The Lord says the same. He's alive and well, no injuries, etc. Or he don't pull a Chris Benoit. That's literally a fact. So why would you not want that guy that has that level of credibility? Now he has John Cena in his history books. Forever ingrained in the last John Cena match. Forever. Why would you not want him? He's the most credible guy on this entire roster. Name somebody of the now that's a present star right now who has more credibility than Gunther. Cody don't count. Cody was already Cody before he left. Not this version of Cody. But he's not as new as Gunther. Gunther only been around like 3 years at this point. Maybe 4. NXT UK don't fucking count. That's development. Yes, it's under the WWE umbrella. But as far as the main roster, he's only been on the main roster maybe 4 years. And he's done a lot. Why would you not want him to be the guy? But then y'all turn around and complain, it's a part-time schedule problem. Da-da-da-da. Okay, so why would a part-timer beat a guy that's a full-timer? Make it make sense. Why would you want that? Then, why would you want 2 part-timers to be a part of a historical last match like John Cena? So why would you want The Rock, which we all knew that wasn't going to happen. But say if it did, why would The Rock be John Cena's last match? Who does that help? What that would have done? Do any of y'all think about this shit before y'all tweet it out and get mad at and just talk about it? What the fuck would Rock, Randy, CM Punk? What would what would any of them would have? Even Edge. A lot of Edge should be the one. What that would have done to the current roster? Exactly. Nothing. Crickets. Edge get to have that on his belt? Why? Randy Orton get that? Why? Randy Orton is basically part time. I think he's injured, but Randy's a legend. He deserves part time. We only got a few more years left with Randy. But Gunther, he's in his prime years. What is he, 37, 38? Dude, that's a great age for wrestling right now. What are you talking about? Wrestlers usually don't quit until they're damn near 50. We got about 10 more years left of Gunther. Maybe more. A lot of y'all hate on his style. Y'all don't understand. His style is perfect. He can do it a long time. That's part y'all not getting. He can do that style for a long time. Y'all ain't going, for y'all to be March, y'all clearly don't know that Gunther can really go in this ring. If y'all went to when he was Walter before. A lot of y'all obviously didn't do y'all homework and figure that out. That's why I like, it wasn't just the in ring. He's believable. He's what, 6'5", 250? Did some of y'all was saying Carmelo Hayes and somebody knew Javon? Are you serious? Come on, dude, stop, bro. Stop. Why the fuck would Carmelo Hayes beat Cena? Why? Yeah, that's what a lot of y'all don't be thinking before y'all speak, bro. Sometimes I get y'all point of somebody new, but Gunther is pretty new, really. Gunther ain't been here 8 years. I guess you count the NXT UK, maybe fine. But as far as the main roster, bro, he's the right guy. He has the most credibility. That's why it made the most sense for him to beat John Cena, bro. It made the most sense. I know you bring up he lost to Jey Uso, and so what, bro? So what, man? It's called evolving. It's called different scenario. It's that simple. Batista got tapped out by Daniel Bryan. Yeah, because guess what? It made the most sense for Daniel Bryan to win at WrestleMania 30. That's why. That's why. Rey Mysterio beat Kurt Angle and Randy Orton in a triple threat for the world title. Nobody's mad about that. But guess what? It was the perfect scenario, perfect situation. It was Jey Uso's time against Gunther. That's simple. Yes, I still disagree that Gunther should have tapped out because it ruins his dominant mystique. But in a way, it makes him more like JBL instead of Brock Lesnar. JBL was a coward, but he was still a dominator. JBL was a bully, but he was still a dominator. Gunther reminds me so much of JBL, just in a different. He's not exactly, but he got a lot of JBL about him, in my mind. He got that sluggish style, just like JBL used to have. That hard-hitting, rough style. So a lot of y'all can get mad and be, oh, Gunther shouldn't have been the one. Okay, so LA Knight that has nothing under his belt should have beat John Cena. Carmelo Hayes that has nothing under his belt. Javon Evans that has nothing under his belt should beat Cena. Y'all not using y'all head, bro. Y'all not using y'all fucking heads. We need someone credible to beat Cena. And no, thank goodness. That's one thing I'm agree with Triple H. He picked someone that's on the rise to legendary status. He makes the most sense. He already fought Cody Rhodes, so it shouldn't have been Cody. You know what I'm saying? So, and Cody's not on the rise. Cody just came back. Cody already had a career before he left. Gunther's on the rise. I do agree, yeah, you could have built up Braun Breaker maybe, but it didn't happen. The most credible guy on this roster is Gunther. That's just a fact. Let's exclude all the part-time, already legendary stars. Let's talk about the present stars that we have. that's more on the rise instead of already been there. Your Brian Breakers, Brasseries, Logan Pauls, LA Knight. These guys are on the rise. Javados, Corrales. None of them have more credibility than fucking Gunther. So that's why reason I feel like they had Gunther beat John Cena. I still just didn't like the tap out from Cena, but at the same time, it makes Gunther look more stronger. I still feel like Triple H took his spot, took his heat, but at the same time, that's the mark in me speaking because Triple H, I'm sure he couldn't have predicted that outcome though the fans. So I mean, it is what it is. It's live. You really can't control how fans are going to what they're going to say, how they're going to feel. But I totally disagree with people saying John Cena should have won his last match. That's not traditional. You're a legend. You should give back. You should give back. That was good putting over Dom. Give back. That was good putting over Gunther. What do y'all think of this? Like, share, subscribe, dislike, comment below. All the good shit we out.